Welcome to Brett Ridgway's Learning for Life video lessons. This is Lesson 3, Part 3, Bluegrass Banjo starting a tune from scratch. In our first two lessons, we taught the basic melody. We added the chords, explaining how in this particular tune of Boil Them Cabbages, it's the same. So whether you play the backup or whether you play the chords or you play the individual melody, it's going to be the same. We also talked about when we were playing the basic melody, we added a pinch. And then we taught a skip where you're playing the note 5-1. Then we taught how to mix those. Then we did a 2-finger roll. Then we added a 3-finger roll when you drop to that 3rd string. We encourage you to mix all those up. We also taught forward roll. Then we taught you how to add that into the tune. We just mixed all these different patterns up, and the idea is that you can interchange all of these patterns. We did a backward roll, forward roll, backward roll, alternating thumb. Again, teaching each of these individually and then how to mix them up. So today we're going to start, we also did a forward backward roll, sorry about that. And I kind of hesitated right there because we're getting into how to lead up to this note with a forward backward roll. So if you want to tune your banjo to itself, if you fret the 4th string at the 5th fret, you could tune the 4th string to that. If you wanted to tune the 2nd string to the 3rd string, you would fret it at the 4th string. Fret the 3rd string, 4th string. You notice that's the same note. That's also the note we're starting Boil Them Cabbages on. So instead of starting here on the 2nd string, we're going to slide. And we're going to talk about sliding. And we're going to slide from 2 to 4 and do a forward backward roll. Forward, backward roll, forward, backward roll, forward roll, sorry about that. Now, we're going to cover slides. I know this is very basic. For most people to do a slide, you're going to we'll just do it this way, put your middle finger down on the 1st string, 2nd fret. You're going to pick that string and you're going to slide. Now, you should be able to slide relatively far. You're not going to be needing to do that. Usually you're going to cover 2 or 3 frets. But anytime you go from a lower note to a higher note, you can slide. So if you're going from 2 to 4, if you're going from 2 to 3, let's say on the first string. And here, we can, as I showed you, you can actually slide to this note by going to the third string. So if you wanted to slide to the second string open, you would start on the third string, slide to the 4th fret, which is the same note. So sliding is not only used just to get to lead into a higher note. It also is used, it is a slur. In Cripple Creek you hear it. So it's used as a form of embellishment. It also helps you play the tune faster, but it is also a form of embellishment. And you could slide backwards as well. Think of Cripple Creek. You could actually do that backwards. Up, back, up, back. So you want to practice your slides. What I would recommend is go back to some of the tunes that we've already learned, that we've already taught in this series. Some of the ones we did from last month, and not necessarily where I show you to do it, but watch for places where you're going from a lower note to a higher note, either on the same string or even on different strings as we did right here. And see if you can throw some slides in to make the tune your own. And again, there's much more to this, which we will cover, we'll get into, but I want you to work on that for this week. Work on the practicing going with the forward backward rolls, but also with sliding on different strings, forward and backward for a certain tune. If you know Cripple Creek, that'd be a great one to work on, where you can go forward and backwards and mix the tune up a little bit. So I want to thank you for watching the lessons. I want to thank my patrons for making these lessons possible. Couldn't do it without their help. So thank you, patrons. I hope these lessons are a help and a blessing to you. And we will see you next week for another free lesson. And we are going to continue our series on starting a tune from scratch and cover some more techniques. And then again, we'll be going up the neck and a few other things. So thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.